Hello everyone, this is LiteBruno. I hope you guys are doing well. And in today's video, I will show you the update 16. And it will bring some new content. As you can see, this new nice map here is a desert. Desert of... doesn't have a name, but it is something like Amkas. Yes, it is Amkas. So, it starts with Unpromo and has the middle part of the Russia. So if we go to see every new change that we have here, now there is two new spots where you can select which to go. So you can go to the Amkas map, you can go to the garage map, you can go back by clicking here, and you can also go to the Amkas map by clicking here and clicking here. So there is this triangle that you can go from one port to another. Now here on the seat of Brightpearl, we have the change of the weekly bosses. That's now showing random. We don't know which boss will appear here before it starts. Now it will start in 2 days, and we will see afterwards what happens here. Also, there is this new NPC here which exchanges now metals, normal metals with epic metals. So this one, for instance, exchanges iron for silver, steel for cobalt, obsidian for gold, orichalcum for platinum, and titanium for mithril. So every one of the metals will have like a twofold or exponential of 2 shard price. So it starts with 2, it goes for 4, and then 8, 16, and 32. And if we go to the Amkas map, we have the following metals, which are silver, which requires 64 sky shards, and also the therin, so this one here, which requires 128. And if we come here to the next one, which is lighterite, it also requires 128 shards. So it is the maximum amount for every 10 resource. So let's come back here, and now this NPC here has changed. I think looked like some other NPC. I remember well. This one here was like the one here, which was kind of a vampire, and now it exchanges your weapon, your legendary questline epic weapons, between elements, so you can just exchange it. And the Master Blacksmith LiteBringer has moved to the seat of Brightpearl, so he is now here, right here. Didn't have to walk much, he was there, so just probably do it in a boat and came to the seat of Brightpearl. Now, never mind that. Now if we see now the Amkas map, there is a small change. That is the amount of XP that you received. Before it was just the same as this one, 1.504 million, and now it is 1,152. So it is a nerf on the XP here. And if we see here, the bosses, they have now this curse, which I will talk while showing it on the tier 9 new bosses. So the tier 9 new bosses are 7, starting with, I think, that one here. So it is the first one, which is Amon Hotep, Amon King. It is undead, and it has this curse here. So the curse is from darkness, so you might be using fire and disarm, which is the same requirement, the same element and effect that you use to defeat the Void Stalker, the Slagometh. And this one here, it requires you to be wearing a kind of gear that has an anti-curse thing. So for every gear that you have this anti-curse, you won't get the curse penalty. So curse penalty here is quite large. It is minus 2.7k power, minus 270 for every round, extra round you make. So it is a lot of losing power for every round. It's like a very decreasing power that you have as penalty. And if you have like a character that doesn't have any kind of immunity, it will get the curse effect. So this character here has 9 gear, which doesn't have the immunity of the curse, so it gets a penalty of 9. So his total power, or her total power, is minus 22k power. If I remove one of the equipment, gets stronger, gets minus 20k, because it doesn't have the curse penalty. So it was times 9, now it is times 8 penalty. So there is this 2 NPC here, which will bring you a new equipment, which is settled on sleep effect. This side has a bonus which is higher than T8, and T7 it is 2.6. It is a 2.6 bonus, which were 2.4, and now it is 2.6. So it is more likely to be a 7 or 8% stronger. Now, if you go to the other bosses here, we'll see that the Physia, the Sphinx Queen, it also has the same curse. It is has the disarm sensitivity. All of them have disarm sensitivities. It will be of nature, so you might need a physical weapon to defeat this one. The same here with the Motain, the Game Lord. Also have the disarm sensitivity, so you might need a nature element set with disarm effect to defeat this one, and so on. So there is the Macab, the Scarab Patriarch, the Guardian of Nefertun, the Kings, the Long Lord, which is also undead, and Sharifa, that is the Royal High Priest, which is undead as well. So there's 3 undead, so 1, 2, 3. There is this guy here that is a Titan, just as a tier 6, which is shown here. So this one is a Titan. And there's 2 beasts. There's 2 beasts here and 1 spirit. So a monster type, monster class will be important to the new feature that the game will have, which I will show you in a little bit. Let's just comment that there are 7 new epic drops. They have 0.1% of drop in it. It's just like a epic tier 6 ring, and it has the immunity, it has the effect of sleep, and it is at a random class and element. So It's just like the epic trinkets, but the effect is sleep always. Very good to sleep, right? So all of them are here. It has chest and legs for fighters. It has chest and legs for sorcerers. Sorcerer, and it has legs and chest for rogue, which are pretty strong. This weapon here gives plus 168, which are, I think, stronger than a tier 8 set item, which is 144. So yes, it is a bit stronger. And it also has this rank here that is random for class and random for element. It also have strong power. It is plus 42. Power for ring, which is stronger than those rings here, which gives plus 33, if I remember well. It's plus 33. And note that it has the immunity. So this immunity here, if we come here on the leaderboards and check for trinkets, you'll see that this trinket here has a immunity which is generic curse. So for every kind of curse that happens, this gear here will be immune to it. So just as this one, and just like any epic. So this is the unknown curse. So just there's the next one for the tier 10. So if we hover mouse here on every epic item, they have the immunity for generic. So epics will be good against curses, generally speaking. So let's go back here on the map. Let's show you that it has the curse of the Dark Pharaoh, and we will see that tier 8 also have a curse, which is the curse of Yoga. So all of them have this curse of Yoga. Don't know how to pronounce it. And if you want a gear to be against that curse, you can get one here for the tier 9. So it has the immunity of the Dark Pharaoh, all of the icons here for chest, for trinkets, for every kind of gear. And if we get a tier 7 gear, which we'll be able to get here, this elf here, it shows that you have this immunity against this yoga curse. So we go for every kind of gear here, has the same immunity. Are there any other immunities there? Not really, because if we go here on the tier 6, it doesn't have immunity. Come here on the tier 5, it also doesn't have any immunity, same for the tier 3, and so on. The game is running really smooth now. Let's just send this character to mission. Let's show you. It's very fast, isn't it? It is very faster than it used to be. It seems like this. It feels like faster, which is pretty good. It is really fast, in my opinion. So, you see it was really fast to send 4 characters into mission. Would require a lot more of time for. It is one of the impressions I have. I'm not sure if it is because I am on testnet, and if it will be as fast as it is here on the mainnet. So let's show you some changes on layout. So it shows now gear, it's represented by this icon here, resources by this here, and consumables, which is here. There is no consumable here available, but we can see that there are 4 types of consumables, which are regarding to power, experience, attribute, and effect. Probably we will get more information about that on the next teaser or the launching of the 16 update. And it also has the normal epic and legendary rarity or consumables, so it's quite nice. Probably they will have some different efficiencies. And let's come here and go one for one. The first one is power, so it is a consumable which your character will have. You can equip it by going here on the inventory, equipping it. You can auto refill if you have more than one. And when you send your character to a mission, you will note that this consumable will be constant, and it will last for the total times of rounds that your character was sent to the mission. So if you send here character for a 48 rounds, consumable will last 48 rounds, and then you can auto refill it, so every time you use one it replaces another, so you can go to the same mission with the same effect changes that the consumable will give to you. So the first is power, so you will receive an amount of power that will add to your character's base power. There's the experience, which if I understood well, it will be a bonus of experience that you will receive for a specific type of monster, just like undead or spirit or titan and so on. Same goes for attribute. Probably there will be 1 for each attribute, which are 9, 1 for each class. It will give you some bonus, which probably is more efficient than power for the specific class, because attributes get the bonus multiplier and it can go up to 5.6 times the main attribute if you use a tier 9 equipment, but normally it is times 5 the power of the attribute that your character is specialized on. Also, it will have this effect thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but probably it will give you another effect, so you can have one more effect for fighting a monster and so on. Let's show you now the new market. So there is this buy offers, which is the same. You can buy equipment. So here shows the offers, and then you can just come here and buy it. You can create a selling offer by coming here. It will show the resources page, just like usual. It can show you also the character page and equipment page and the consumable, which doesn't have any, but we can have a look at here and see there is this 5 kinds of potions which we might encounter, and this thing here, and there's this new tab here which shows your presents, so you can just add some address here, blah blah, the address, how to see, blah blah, and then you can just select your present and send it to any player, any address. For every address you can only send one for every day, so once a day you can send a present to that address. Here we can see the account last transactions and also the presents that you sent. And here finally it is the leaderboard, which is just like the same and doesn't have any change. Now I think that's all for the update. We might have some news on the next days, because testnet was launched like hours ago, so probably we will get some new information on the next couple of days. Let's just look at here. There is this change on the mining node. So before you were able to get normal metals, and now you can only get epic metals, and they changed the probabilities to get all of them. So for silver has a nice drop probability of 21.25%. For cobalt it is 18.75%. Gold is 16.25%. Platinum is 13.75%. Mithril is 11.25%, which is high. Bone silver is 8.75%. Barium, which is 6.25%, and laterite, that is 3.75%. So these two here are very useful. This one here is good because you can use on epic trinkets. This one here, I don't think it's very useful. It is just for the Dragon Blood hardened grade stuff. And for this one, you will need Ethereum, and lastly, for the final stage, you will need Laterites. So it has this new resource, which is Pyronite. You will require that to upgrade probably the sets that you get with those new emblems. So this set here will require Pyronites, and so I hope you guys liked that video. I hope it has made the game a little bit clearer. And if you liked that video, just leave a like and comment. You leave your address. You will receive 2 likes for the first 5 ones that comment their addresses. And that's all for today. I haven't seen any change in any other part of the map. So thank you very much, and bye bye.